What's up, guys, and welcome back to the GameShow Global Esport Cup. We're in the third and final game, where FDG going up against SVW. It's 1-1 apiece, and this is going to be the last game of the day. This time FDG with a couple of players, hopefully with better internet connections. Hopefully that's not going to mess them up too much. I'm Mikelorus, going to be joined by Kefka. We're seeing the return of the respect bans, dude. Pretty much almost exclusively respect bans here.
Yeah, pretty interesting. That pretty much no hero except Husky are banned normally like this, so it's mainly respect. I think those heroes might be second ban, like second phase ban worthy, like just to get them rid of them, but not really first ban unless you respect banning. I guess a lot of teams doesn't know what to ban either, like what are actually tier 1 heroes, so they just ban what the opponents play. It's a pretty reasonable approach in the beginning of a new patch like this. Earthshaker first pick. It's a great first pick. Like I said, I prefer him offlane, but he can also be played support, so he's versatile and he doesn't have a weakness really. So always a good first pick.
And we saw, like, even last game, the nerfs barely affected him. In fact, it seemed like he was doing more damage than usual, simply because he was going for more points in that aftershock. But Shadow Fiend, Darkseer, pretty much all heroes that were maybe touched up a little bit, but not by a significant amount. So FDG going to have already a little bit of wombo combo. SVW, their shaker play was kind of mediocre. Oh no, it was actually FDG's rather a shaker play. So maybe SVW looking to show them how it's done as they grab once again the Undying. The Undying's item choices I think were a little bit mediocre as well. But this is already 2 melee heroes for SVW. Have to make sure that it's not super crowded because Shadow Fiend and Darkseer both do very well up against other melee heroes.
Yeah, I think the Undying should have gone pipe last game just because of the pushing potential. But I think Aghanim's definitely seems strong, like in a more teamfight lineup. But when you want to go high ground and like survive and just get Drax and then get back, I think pipe would have been a lot better. But Aghanim seems kind of nice on Undying. Just the problem of getting to that item without getting punished or something, like still having value from being valuable earlier. Yeah. But however, Anti-Mage banned out, and then Jakiro. So Jakiro banned out was pretty strong last game actually. I think Jakiro plus Undying was actually insanely strong. Like you get Macropire up and people have to move, and then you also have Ice Path, so they have to move from that. So you had a lot of potential to combo with Undying.
Pretty much just forcing the enemies to go where you want them to. Otherwise, they just sit and die, which is always a pretty good spot to be in. Undying, I mean, as far as the Aghanim Scepter is concerned, is like kind of middle ground, like Witch Doctor kind of Aghanims. Like, it's really good if you can get it, but like you don't really want to focus on getting it, like an Ancient Apparition. I don't know. It's still a little bit too soon to tell, I think, but we'll see what he's going to go for this game. FDG banned out the Queen of Pain after having banned out, or having Anti-Mage and Ember Spirit banned out from them. Weird to see these heroes banned out as they were available in the last game. Would have been okay as I thought before, but FDG going to go for their Dazzle again. I hope it's not going to be played in the same role. It doesn't seem like that's super likely, but they are kind of defensively positioned with this draft. Dazzle and Darkseer can definitely save some buddies from like Shadow Fiend from the likes of Undying Shaker.
Yeah, and a lot of picks and bans have been around heroes that weren't really nerfed, but were still good in the previous patch. So, like Ember Anti-Mage hasn't been touched that much. Anti-Mage a bit nerfed in the earlier levels, doesn't matter really later. Koff barely touched, and then Dazzle and Dying Darkseer. Like these heroes are all, they didn't really get changed that much, but they were still good in last patch, and people are playing it here now today. We'll see if it changes a bit in the upcoming weeks, but right now, these heroes are dominating.
So this is a couple of carry heroes being banned out. They could always go for that Lycan. It'll be pretty good in an aggressive shell, as it seems like SVW might be angling towards that. But those are the type of heroes that may be the newcomers. Invoker as well. Been seeing some pretty decent Invoker play for both games 1 and 2. As game 2 Invoker actually did get to a pretty late game stage, but I don't think that was really by design. It's really hard to actually pick here for SVW. FDG haven't really revealed all too much. I mean, you can go for maybe like a Disruptor to try to soft counter that Darkseer, but that's about it.
Yeah, Puck being picked up. It was changed. It was kind of nice. He has higher movement speed on the higher speed on the orb, and
Oh.
also a bit reduced cooldown, but it's not big changes.
And it's not a great hero versus Huskar. You could control him up somewhat, but you can maybe escape from him, but you can't kill him. That's just not going to happen. Ancient Apparition is the pick here for SVW in response to the Huskar. And you would expect someone like a Wind Ranger to be probably picked up last, or someone who could definitely hit hard as their last pick. Huskar seems like he's going to have a good lane as long as he can work around this Ancient Apparition, whose Ice Blast, if it lands, is going to be killer. Like, Huskar needs to have his health pool low. Dazzle, of course, has a heal. And Darkseer should be going for a mech as well, so Ancient Apparition is going to be SVW's, maybe their most important hero.
And Troll banned out, so kind of a disband. Again, they don't want to play against the Troll because it's pretty good against Huskar. I think Troll will have a resurgence in this patch a bit at least. He will. I'm pretty sure he will be tried a bit just to see how he is, because a lot of heroes were changed. So maybe he's not better now in this patch. Not sure though. He doesn't rely on minus armor to kill Roche, which is pretty nice. He can reliably just kill it with Remote Dominator, which is pretty nice this patch, I think, since minus armor was nerfed, Medallion and Solar Crest in that regard. So maybe you'll see a bit more play. Rubik Band, I guess that's just so they have pretty good spells that to steal, like Tombstone and Fissure, and most of Pucks are really nice. So just ban out the Rubik, and it's gonna be hard for Huskar this game, I think, unless they get a really good start. It's an AA counters Huskar pretty hard, and Undying Earthshaker is pretty good against him as well. So, not sure about the pick. I think it was kinda too early, in my opinion. If they wanted Huskar, they should have fifth pick it, even though they risk getting it banned. I think it would have been a bit nicer for them. Now,
or ban an Ancient Apparition instead of Queen of Pain or Jakiro.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they should have fifth pick it just straight up. And if they didn't, if they got banned, pick something else. I don't know. It feels a bit forced, this pick right here. Maybe it'll work out. Last pick, I'm not sure what they're looking for. It's hard to say.
Is definitely not going to be a healer support. You probably don't want that up against the Ancient Apparition. It's bad enough as it is. Yeah, I don't know. Like, they definitely do need someone maybe to give a little bit more momentum to the lanes. Are there any combinations with Darkseer they could run? Like a maybe 4-position Spirit Breaker or something like that? Try to really put the screws to SVW early on?
I don't know. I would like with the Vivan, Lina maybe. They definitely needed something to come with Darkseer. They have to go down an AoE stun, I think. But what heroes are left? That removes like Skywrath. Could have been a nice pick. Maybe Silencer could have been nice for them as well. But I think they really need an AoE stun here. So Lina with Vivan would be my guess. I can't really come up with a better for them. Like Lion could work. It's pretty nice against Puck, so that could work as well.
Or you just go Ogre Magi and then rely on Ogre Magi's being awesomeness to, win you that. It's not AoE, but hey, you get a stun. Bloodlust on Huskar and Shadow Fiend. Yeah?
Spirit Breaker.
Where's the Spirit Breaker? Yeah.
Get some Ion Shell shenanigans. Charge in aggressively.
Here we
Doom
go.
is the pick for SVW.
This hero is broken.
Is it?
Yeah, it's broken. That hero is so broken. It's insane.
Why is it broken?
You will see.
Great answer. Thanks, I learned a lot.
Oh, I did see that again.
Yeah, it's just unavoidable, it seems. So, Doom is a hero that I actually never had respect for, but that's just me. I know I should, but I don't. He is difficult to dislodge. Very difficult. And dooming a Huskar, does that shut down Berserker's Blood? And I know it mutes a lot of things.
If you have Aghanims, it does.
Yeah.
So you need that.
So that sucks if you're Huskar.
Yeah. Doom is my most successful hero, I think. I think I climbed to 6.4 with only playing Doom, 6.3 at least. So he's really strong, and his buff was pretty significant. Scorched Earth, it's same. It's not that big of a difference, level 1 or 2, but at level 4 especially, it does 50% more damage.
And heal.
More than 50%. It's really sick damage, actually. And crash again. Yeah.
Well, it'll eventually work, I'm sure. But yeah, Doom is going to be their last selection. As far as counters to the Huskar, they have it in spades. As far as straight up right-click damage that actually scales decently, Doom will be able to do a little bit better since he gets a lot more regen nowadays, or with this new patch. But it is mostly in the team fights that SVW are going to look to win this game. Because, you know, up against the late game Shadow Fiend Huskar, they're going to be pretty devastating. Once the BKBs come up especially, I mean, Doom can soft counter that to some degree. But it is, of course, a very spell-heavy reliant draft. And in that case, it depends a lot on where the Dazzle is positioned. If he somehow keeps in the back, then, you know, Grave is going to be backbreaking. It seems like I might have lost my... Are you back? Hello? Maybe? No. Let's try to fix this, cause we're gonna need some of Kefka's wisdom to let me know why exactly is Doom broken, besides the you know, facts that we've already stated. But either way, while we are waiting for that to hopefully fix itself, on the FDG side, they're going to put Droid on the Darkseer. We got I'm Your Nightmare. He's a new one, playing the Spirit Breaker. Killick, also a new one, is on the Dazzle. Zara is going to be playing the Shadow Fiend down towards bottom lane. Turson is on the Huskar, and they're already going to get a Fissure off onto I'm Your Nightmare. He does have Ion Shell, but he's taking a lot of damage from the Chilling Touch, or flying through. They're going to try to go for the Spirit Breaker. They will be unsuccessful to get the damage done. However, now Droid taking a lot of damage from the Chilling Touch as well. Short charge onto Earn right now, but Droid and I'm Your Nightmare both surviving. They don't have enough mana for another Fissure. One more right click is all they need. And then I crash. Fantastic. Thanks, Volvo. I'm sure someone's dying right now, but I have no idea who. It's okay. So yeah, the call apparently dropped. Yeah, I'm gonna fix it up since I'm trying to launch Dota anyway. And I actually have no idea what's going on. So this is a perfect time for me to do back-end stuff. You guys are just gonna have to deal with it. Type. Come on, the last thing I want to do after like 6-7 hours of casting is take a solo game. That just is the worst. Kefka, are you here?
Yes.
Are you in the game?
Not yet.
Okay. I'm pretty sure First Blood was taken by someone because they got into a fight, but I have no idea. Let's see. Hopefully I can load in without a hitch.
No one has a kill, at least.
Alright, 0-0, and it turns out the skirmish was just that, just a skirmish. So let's go over who's playing on SVW now, I guess. We got Madden, who's going to be handling the Undying. We get a little bit of help from I'm Your Nightmare on the Spirit Breaker. Fissure's going to be thrown, actually. Going to wall off Turson, who's going to take quite a lot of damage here. There's no more decay on the Undying, though, so I don't think they get this kill. In fact, turn around for Burning Spears. Akela taking a beating. 3 spears will not kill him off. And with another decay, the Huskar should also be fine. TP coming in will dissuade them completely. Other dire heroes, we have Puck. Well, he's here as well. Shaker, played by Akela, as I did mention before. Fervian is on the Ancient Apparition up towards top. It's going to be Doom, played by Earn.
Yeah, and did you go through FDG already? Or?
Yeah, everyone's introduced.
Puck, mid. This hero is pickable now, I think, for the sole reason that every other strong mid lane has been nerfed. So it's like, that's how I see Puck right now. He's pickable just because Lash and Lean are not broken anymore.
Puck was always one of those heroes that like did okay in lane, but if you want to dominate it, you grab like Queen of Pain, right? That's like the classic I'm gonna dominate mid lane hero. Puck can sometimes get into that position, especially with help from Shaker. Akela's gonna land a Fissure. With only level 2 Orb though and late Chilling Touch, I don't think they can get this kill. It's a shame. If they had the Chilling Touch on time, they probably could have gotten it. Meantime, up towards top Earn, he's got to go up against a Darkseer 1 versus 1. Doom handles it a little bit better than others, especially with the healing from Scorched Earth, but still he's probably not going to be pushing this lane anytime soon. In fact, his tower is a little bit chilly, going to take a lot of damage.
Yeah, and this hero is so strong right now. Scorched Earth has been... That buff was insane. Like, this spell is so good right now. It does so much damage at max level now. 48 damage per second and HP regen as well. It's ridiculous, it's so good. And then the hero is just amazing if he gets farmed. Like, Aghanim shuts down a hero completely. Like, Aghanim's level 11 Doom does like 1k damage. You can just throw it on a hero and that hero straight up dies. Like, you don't even have to do anything. And
I want to say Scorched Earth max is about the same as level 3 Ember Spirit Shields damage output, something along those lines. To get some context for everyone, like, you could just like throw out these numbers, but yeah, it does do a lot of damage. Before it was kind of like a side effect, like you heal, and you also do some damage, but now it's like you do some damage. They're gonna get a Fissure onto the Shadow Fiend. He's gonna be able to worm his way through that one. It looks like somehow that worked. Charge coming through on the puck, but you're never gonna be able to land a charge on a puck ever, because if he has phase shift, he's gonna dodge every single time. Still, I'm your nightmare. Doing what he can do isn't that much.
Yeah, it's Husker is doing pretty good for himself on bottom line. This hero is, I'm not sure he was nerfed, but it's such a weird nerf. Like you don't know, like if he got nerfed before. You have to play against it a lot, I think.
Droid is in a corner. This is the droid they're looking for. They're gonna beat him down. Charge coming from the Spirit Breaker. He's gonna land to Fervian, and the tower may get the kill. So that's kind of nice for the Spirit Breaker, but still. Doom now closing on to level 6. They freeze the Spirit Breaker, so Ern's going to be completely okay. It's a 1-for-1 trade. First blood spilled by the Ancient Apparition.
Yeah, I think this Doom is going to be huge this game. He's already up to 1k gold like this. He can go Midas, he can go whatever he wants, as long as he gets Aghanims. When he gets Aghanims, this Husker is destroyed. Like, he can't do anything anymore. That's a non-factor hero. Like, he can't do anything. So, I think they really want something before. They're saving graces though. Huskar, when he gets Aegis, it doesn't matter like if there's something that counters him completely, because he just respawns and the counter has been used already. So that's like how you play Huskar when you face the counters. You get Aegis, the counter kills you, then they don't have a counter when you respawn.
Huskar is having a decent time farming on bottom lane. He's going to trade some hits with the Undying. We'll get away with that one without too much of an issue. Should be able to kill Tombstone off as well. It's 100 cash in the pockets of the Radiant side. Their Huskar's farming really well. Shadow Fiend doing pretty much evenly with the puck, and now over towards top lane. They don't have a fissure. In fact, there's no mana for it. I'm your nightmares should be just fine, as Droid's gonna actually go for Fervian, who's slowly ticking down. Charge is coming through as well, just in case the Ion Shell's not gonna do it. Looks like the Ion Shell won't do it, but the charge sure as hell will. Droid can turn around and just fight Akela right now. There's 2 Ion Shells running around, and though Doom's doing quite a bit of damage, it's not quite enough to save Akela. He's gonna get the kill on the Spirit Breaker, but it's still a 2-for-1 trade for FDG. Darkseer cashing in huge there. And SVW's supports just finding themselves in a really awkward position.
Yeah, Fervian should have mangoed Earthshaker. They would have gotten double kill there. And they wouldn't have lost a single hero. So, miscommunication. I'm not sure if maybe it was misplaced by Fervian alone, or like maybe Earthshaker should have told him. But very good for Darkseer, got a lot of gold. But this Doom is pretty farmed. He's 1700 gold. If he buys Midas recipe here, oh, they're gonna go for a kill on Husker already. That's risky, I feel like.
It seems a little bit early, right? Like, you would want your Doom to have like level 9 by the time you go for this. Up towards top, the Ancient Apparition is getting a little bit of experience, but unfortunately for him, he's being charged right now. Ion Shell applied. Can Your Nightmare do this by himself? Seems like he's going to try. He just needs one bash to get this, or does he? He's just going to grind him down with the Ion Shell. Vacuum back for a little bit of help. The Cold Feet is going to proc, and now Coil's coming in. Your Nightmare is not going to get the kill. 20 HP. He's going to survive, and Droid's going to try to die for it, but can't. He snaps the coil and kills himself. In the meantime, bottom lane, they're going to go for the Huskar. They took him down. Now they're on to Killick. Big heal bomb's going to drop Madden super low. In fact, they'll get the kill, but still, overall, for SVW, they lose the Undying. They gain 4 kills. And Puck, man, that was a great rotation from him.
Yeah, some major plays from SVW. Armlet on Huskar, by the way. It's core item on Huskar. But when you pop Armlet and you get doomed, you are pretty much dead. You can't do anything at them.
They both do the same thing. They just prevent you from using your Armlet how you want to. And then you just end up killing yourself.
Yeah, it does. Like, Doom plus Armlet, like, you lose 8. Like, I think at this point, with level 1 Doom and Armlet, like, if Huskar popped Armlet, he's full HP, maybe like 1200 HP. The Doom and Armlet will just kill him straight up, I think. Even though he has magic resist. So, it's pretty strong combo. Actually, it's pure damage Doom as well. I'm not sure how Armlet works. I guess it's HP removal.
Yeah, so it's just flat minus 60 per second.
Yeah.
And you have, you know, right clicks, Scorched Earth. You have other things being applied to him as well. Darkseer does destroy the tower up towards top, which is really nice for him, that much closer to his mech. But still, for SVW, this Doombringer, with the Midas now working away, it's a pretty fast one at that. They're going to charge in towards Madden. I don't think they can get this kill. They're just going to knock him once to show him who's boss. But yeah, for SVW, this Doom is going to be a pretty big factor. I don't really think I've seen a Huskar actually go for anything else, at least not a substantial item build. Like, the downside of Armlet is certainly there, but it has so much upside with this hero that you kind of just feel like you have to go for it sometimes.
Yeah, and they're gonna go for another kill. They know how strong Doom is against this hero, but I'm surprised he wasn't smoked. Have they even used a smoke? They have used one. I think it's definitely worth using free smoke to kill Huskar.
They're gonna dive in. Madden is going to drop the Tombstone. However, Akella's here with a little bit of stunning action. They get the Doom on this Huskar. Luckily for him, he doesn't have his armlet turned on. Also, Killick is right in the area, but Ern's going to chase this Huskar down. Grave, it's actually a really short cast range. I don't think it's in range. Killick is going to take a beating. Make a decision. Grave yourself or grave your Huskar. He's going to decide to grave himself. And it looks like that is the correct decision, but here comes an Ice Blast. Is that lethal on anyone here? It looks like it's going to be a little bit too late. Huskar, don't turn on your armlet now. Only the Darkseer is going to die, and that was on top lane. I have no idea what happened there.
He tried to solo kill support. Yeah, I guess he died the AA and died.
Sure.
That, yeah.
Without Ice Blast though? Like, how the hell did that happen?
I don't know. Like, Puck didn't use coil, so I don't know. I didn't catch it, but there was some major balls by Killick on that song. Like, like he kept Grey for a long time. He didn't use it on Huskar, and then he froze it on himself. Even though I thought it was greedy, like, why do you just grave Huskar and save him? But instead both survived because of it. So really nice play by him. And maybe a bit unfortunate.
Oh, Ice Blast Fissure. Usually just a gimme kill, but if it doesn't land, it doesn't land. And now there's a charge again going towards the Puck. You're still not going to land at Spirit Breaker, so I guess you get into the map, but that's not going to do that much. It is also worth noting that Fervian 223 level 7 right now, 10 minutes into the support, is extremely high. And he's actually very close to his own Hand of Midas. And that, of course, we all know Ancient Apparition does great with the levels and the extra gold for his Aghanim's. Droid gonna get caught with the coil. He'll snap it immediately.
Yeah, good decision.
Looks like that was the correct decision, but still there's a double damage on this Puck. I don't think there's any escaping here. Ern's gonna steal the kill with Scorched Earth. What a buff.
I wonder what he's gonna buy on this Doom. Like, if you buy Blink, you can just Blink on Huskar and kill him every time. So I would really like for him to go that. But he needs some mana regen. Like, he is starving mana badly now. Normally you go Ball, but with Ball nerfed, I don't think you go on Doom anymore. So Arcanes, I guess.
We're gonna land an Ice Blast on the Huskar down towards bottom. One zombie is there. Is that enough slow decay? Reduces his total strength, does some damage. He's going to actually, be able to turn around with the armlet now activated. Life Break, though, not going to be used. I thought he would try to dive on the Undying with that. Luckily for the Huskar, that ice effect doesn't last long enough. They have a charge going down towards bottom, but again, it's not going to do that much. 4-8 right now in SVW, holding on to a lead, but also like a scaling lead with the Hands of Midas that they have going.
Yeah, I wonder what Doom will go. He went Magic one, but I don't think this is enough. I kind of would like Soul Ring, like with the mana regen for Scorched Earth. I think this is okay.
Oh no, that's just lethal on Huskar. He's just gonna toast. Ern's gonna come right in. Doom, okay, that's a super dead Huskar, I suppose. He's gonna take a charge for his troubles. Ern is taking quite a bit of damage, but it's definitely not enough. I'm Your Nightmare, slowed down by Madden and Akella, but now here comes Zara, throwing out one raise, going to drop Madden very low. They kill off the Dazzle with the Scorched Earth, and now it's time to actually coil onto two. Those two heroes aren't going anywhere. I'm Your Nightmare is going to snap it. Zara will snap it as well. Droid trying to run away from Akella and Madden will get out of there. Zara gonna wind up his Requiem, do quite a bit of damage, but not quite enough, I don't think. With the raise, he'll kill off the Doom, but he definitely will fall at the end of it. That is going to be a 1-for-2 trade. Ice Blast. Oh, it's going to catch the chilling effect on Droid. That's lethal.
Oh, nice
great
plays.
Fissure from the Shaker and great plays from Fervian. They're also going to try to go for a Killick right now, who actually has no healing. He has a stick. He'll have to use it. Oh, no, Madden. He's sitting in tower range. He's going to run to the creep wave. No, he will die. And a little bit too aggressive there from him, but it looks like Fervian, he's also in a little bit of trouble. He shouldn't be able to outrun. No, he actually is slightly faster than Your Nightmare. Body blocks from the Puck illusions. Gonna save the Ancient Apparition. We're seeing some big plays in this game.
This AA is so fat. Like, what? He is... Is 4k gold. He's like twice his offlaners. Like, precision free. Actually, yeah. And who's third position in their team, actually? I guess it's Shaker, right? Yeah.
I mean, you're supposed to have close to a Hand of Midas right now for Ancient Apparition. Like in a regular game, but he has Midas and Point Booster. Like, how the hell?
Yeah, he goes Tranquils. Yeah, I think Tranquils regen stays even though you're doomed. I'm not sure how it works. It was quite some time ago I played this, but I think it does.
It only toggles if you take damage, attack or are attacked. So Doom should be fine. The Armlet also should be fine. I don't know why you would do that, but if he wants to do it, he can. Yeah, we'll see. Doom is, speaking of, up on top, looking for Droid, who's going to surge himself out. Doom is close to his Blink Dagger, and if he does have it, probably gets the kill. But actually, no, Droid didn't see them coming. He's just going to surge to the next camp. Suddenly, here's an ensnare and a Doom with this Ice Blast. Droid is going to toast to the Scorched Earth. Fire and Ice right there. Jakiro, eat your heart out. Darkseer, unfortunately, just didn't have enough range to see them there. Now we have a coil on Zara over in mid. This guy has a mechanism, though, difficult to kill, especially with a charge coming through. Silence lands onto 2, and Akela gonna walk right into the Echo Slam, but it's not enough. He gets another struck, he gets dropped. Tombstone is gonna be deployed. I'm Your Nightmare is gonna get dropped from the orb, but Zara is gonna walk away from it. Still, it's a 1-for-1. Not a terrible trade, really, for either side.
Yeah, and Blink on Doom, even though he picked up Clarity instead. Okay, he realized his mistake. I am so scared of this Doom for FDG. Like, he can Doom anyone, and that person is dead. And they're running a dual core, kind of like... I would normally Doom Huskar, but sometimes if you Doom Shadow Fiend before it gets mech, that's denied mech, and like anyone dies. Like, Doom kills everyone with just Doom and Scorched Earth standing on them.
They're also able to kill off the Dazzle over in mid. Just a simple Blink, Silence, and Orb through from the Puck. Gonna get that one. And now they're looking for Turson right now, who is gonna get doomed. Luckily for him, again, he does not have his armlet on, but he's gonna get ensnared. The Earthshaker has a fissure right now, will chuck it. Turson's still gonna survive for a little while longer. Doom only at half duration, though. I don't think he's actually gonna die to this one, though, but Zara may just go down. He has his mech and a lot of stick charges, but taking a lot of magic damage. There's the Orb, Tombstone deployed as well. Turson's gonna turn on the armlet and try to go for that one. No Ice Blast available just yet. It is finally now up, but it's all the way on top lane. Coil's going to be deployed. Ice Blast is slowly making its arrival in, but at the same time, so is Dazzle. They're going to have to land this Ice Blast pretty well. I don't know if they've baited for long enough. Ice Blast coming in will connect. The Frost effect is on Huskar, so if you can drop him down a little bit lower, he will just die. Akela throws out a fissure. That's not going to do it. The charge through onto Puck is going to connect, even though phase shift was up. But I'm Your Nightmare is all alone right now, stunned up a little bit by the Shaker. And it looks like he may die. No, lives at 27 HP. Jump in for Fervian. They're going to bring down the Ancient Apparition, especially with the Requiem being deployed. And now Turson's behind the enemy tier 1 tower. Where's the Doom? He's going to come in from the backside, but it's a little bit too late, it seems. He's already lost 2 heroes. Scorched Earth is working away at Zara, doing quite a bit of damage. Akel needs to get a fissure out over in the side. Turson is stuck. He's going to grave, and maybe it's time to TP out, but Akela has a fissure if needed. He's going to hunt for Zara, first of all. That's not lethal just yet. Needs one more hit. They can't get it. And everyone from FDG lives? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. If that was a level 11 Doom, Huskar would have died, and they wouldn't have lost a single hero after that. Now they lose like everyone. And Darkseer wasn't even part of that. He was still pushing. He's going Midas. That's so greedy.
It seems like it may work out for him. I mean, having a mech in that fight would have been huge for FDG. I mean, they still live anyway, so they would have just been like even healthier, but he's not really worrying about that many heroes consistently in his lane, and his Midas is pretty much up now. I think he may be able to get away with this without being punished too much. I mean, their mech is already on Shadow Fiend. What am I talking about?
I wonder how level death works. I think the 25% thing, you know, with HP, or 20%. I guess that's magic damage, not pure damage, right?
For what now?
Level death. When you have your hero multiplier, like it takes 20%.
Wait, it's all the same type of damage.
Yeah, because otherwise that would be a counter to Huskar as well. But
that'll be a counter to everyone, dude.
Yeah, but they say it counter. They say it's broken. I think it's gonna be definitely maybe not top 1 tier pick, but like very close. Like at least second phase ban. This hero is very strong right now, I believe.
Actually, prepping for countering a Doom is so hard because, I mean, the only thing that he's really kind of lacking is like late game scaling with physical right click, but he can even get there since he has Devour and Hand of Midas. Like, his kit allows him to kind of be the jack of all trades.
Yeah.
So how do you counter that? You
can go anything on him. You can go mech and push. You can go Midas and get Aghanim's and kill. You can go AC Shivas and just be Aura monster, but you still do so much right click. Like you can get this hero is he's so versatile in items, and he counters. So he is a hero counter. That's what he does. But he's also quite tanky considering like with this Scorched Earth, like he's close to unkillable in a normal game. Like yeah, this hero is so strong right now, and I wonder how they'll deal with him. Like we saw Huskar when he didn't die from the Doom, he destroyed everyone. Like as soon as he doesn't die from the Doom, he kills everyone. So that's like. So it's kind of scary that way. If they don't get him down while Doom is up on him, he kind of kills everyone. They have no way to deal with him, unless AA hits as well, but it's kind of hard for him.
Lynch Apparition is actually level 10 right now. This is pretty darn good. He's one level behind the enemy Darkseer. He's very close to his Aghanim Scepter. And Doom does have that blink, but so far seems like the Doom spell, like, I mean, that's been mostly deployed on that Huskar, has been doing not that much. Definitely the Dazzle right behind the Huskar has a lot to do with that. And, you know, sometimes the Shadow Fiend mech is there as well. But dooming someone is nice if you're actually able to just, like, converge and collapse on them with the rest of the team. And that's so far not been happening. Undying needs to be pretty much the one to lead the charge, Puck following up shortly behind. But, you know, otherwise you just doom him, does a little bit of damage, but he's just going to walk away from you. You have to keep him in that fight, or at least kill him off or something.
Yeah, and we also see the heroes of FDG, the two cores, are much better at farming, especially Shadow Fiend. Surpasses everyone in farming capabilities. Doom has been playing well, but he has not been that efficient. You remember he was for quite some time. He was like running around with only being able to use one spell. So he hasn't been using Devour that much. And he hasn't been able to farm that much with Score Sturf either, which is why I would have preferred maybe Arcanes or Soul Ring, because I think he would have gained that gold he used by getting that item to get. So he would have been at like 800, 900 more net worth right now. And the only thing the cost would be like delaying his blink by a bit, which hasn't paid off at all. He hasn't been able to make any use of this blink really.
Yeah, it's the sequencing that's really a problem here for Ern. Like, even if he does get mana now, he's wasted a lot of potential Devour time. I don't know exactly how much. I wasn't really staring at that cooldown, but if you are Doom, you want to be devouring every single time it's up, no exception. Pretty much exactly like Hand of Midas, because it is pretty much another Hand of Midas. If he missed any of those, I mean, that's lost value that he's just not getting back, even if he does somehow, you know, find a sheepstick on the floor to have infinite mana for the future. So yeah, the Doom is an awkward sequencing. We see sometimes, I think, Magnus used to run into this problem, where like you would want to get a Blink Dagger as fast as possible since you're getting that much farm, but at the same time, like Blink RP, especially when Blink used to cost mana, it would just be too much strain on his mana pool. So you were forced to go for some sort of mana item.
Yeah, it's hard. I think he could even pick up Threads. It wouldn't be too bad. I think anything is good, but this hero is really good Boots of Travel as well. Like, get Boots of Travel, like you have Boots of Travel blink and you solo kill everyone. Like, if you see a solo hero, you just Boots of Travel and throw Doom at him, and you chase him like maybe 2 auto attacks, then you run away and he's dead unless there's heals to back him up. So he's really nice with Boots of Travel, putting a lot of pressure. However, I think he needs to rush Aghanims here.
He has 2 Arcane Boots on his team. Is that ever good enough?
If they coordinated well, like they say, like Arcane's up, and he needs it quite often, so then it can work. But it's kind of annoying, like relying on your teammates with Arcanes. It's not what you want really.
Yeah, just an extra layer of things you have to do to be successful, and it's like you don't want to deal with that. Terzin, though, he's working with quite a lot of net worth. He's second place in that. He has 2,000 gold after the armlet. For Huskar, you can go for really a good number of things, but he's got to keep in mind that no matter what he gets, he's going to be a Doom target. He's going to be a target for that Ice Blast. So, I don't know, just like maybe trying to bulk up a little bit for the Huskar. Usually that's not what you want to be doing, but like you can't afford to go Glass Cannon. That's just going to kill you immediately.
Yeah, I don't know what you should go. Helmet Dominator should definitely go. After that, I think you can go normal, like Heaven's Halberd or Satanic. Like, I think you probably go the normal one. I think you rely on Aegis, like I said. Like, I think you have to rely on Aegis.
They missed the coil, but get the kill anyway. BM coil from the pocket.
They're looking to kill the Huskar. I think they'll get it.
Where's the ice? It's coming in. It's actually perfectly on the mark. Blink forward, need the Doom. Oh, they're in the ensnare. The Fissure, something. Everything is just a little bit too far away, and Huskar again is going to slip away. They're going to see I'm Your Nightmare. They also can't land the Ensnare there. Ensnare's cast range is kind of low, at least too low for the Doom. Now Madden's actually going to run to the Shadow Fiend, who has a Yasha. He's not going to let him go, although with a Fissure, it seems like he'll have to. Charge from I'm Your Nightmare. Going to go right over that cliff.
This is risky.
Now he's looking for the Nether Strike. Is that enough? Echo Slam is going to not stun, actually, and that means the Undying's going to fall. I'm Your Nightmare grabs a great kill, and
And
now they're onto the
Doom is
Doom.
serious.
Even though Huskar he got doomed, he's still keeping up with him. Blink out from Urn. Looks like he's
Mistake
gonna
from
survive.
Huskar letting me blink. He should have auto-attacked once.
Ice is coming in. Is that good enough? They need more damage. Heroes coming in from the side. There's no coil. Orb through. Right clicked on the Huskar. He's just not going to die with the Grave. And looks like the ice effect is going to time out. Now he can turn his armlet on. Shaker's walking in with Invis, but he has no mana actually. And it's going to be Urn chased away by the Shadow Fiend. Puck is going to get jumped by the Huskar. He's going to try to orb out, but the Burning Spears actually wasn't casted by him. He was trying to lifesteal instead. Zara, one long raise is all he needs, but the Puck blinks out. No one's going to die on the FDG side aside from that Spirit Breaker, and they also get the tower and also the Dark Seer. You got to remember, having no part in that is farming and pushing up towards top. Hand of Might is definitely not being punished now.
Yeah, but AA is getting very far, only 700 away from this Aghanim's now. I feel like Doom is playing way too passive. Shaker went down as well. I guess he was hiding behind the fight after. Oh, droid. Yeah.
So, not gonna miss with that orb, or the coil rather.
That's a big kill as well. That means AA will have his Aghanims uncontested now. They can't really. He's gonna be able to farm this lane, just get 200 gold more, and he has it.
And Puck also cashing in there, who has 3,000 gold actually.
Oh.
We don't see this much gold being saved up on Puck. Usually it's just, you have an item in mind, you're going to be spending as soon as you get it. You just having an extra mana pool, having extra health is going to be huge. What do you get here? Is it like a sheepstick game?
No, I hate sheepstick on Puck early. Like maybe like 5th or 6th item. I don't think he's going to get it. I wonder, can he go Dagon? Since when Aghanim's Doom come up, he can Dagon Huskar.
His Aghanim's on Doom soon. He's 2,000 gold away from it.
Yeah,
it's not that far, but again, it's like one of those things where it's like you have to rely on your teammates, you have to combo it perfectly. There has to be some sort of self-sufficient item for this Puck that'll just be fine no matter what.
I think Shivas or Jules are like the two better items, and Dagon is like the Dark Horse kind of item.
Well, Turson, this time Ice is gonna land. Fissure also is there. Is there enough? With the Doom jumping in, yes. This is a dead Huskar, unless Dazzle's gonna come in right now. Too late. He is teleporting in. He's gonna stick the landing. Now the charge onto Urn, but the Tombstone is deployed in a perfect position right now. No one's actually in the position to get to it. They Doom up Droid instead with the coil there. Droid will snap it. Echo Slam is there. Killick and Droid gonna fall immediately. I'm Nightmare also netted to the floor, fissured as well. And he's gonna be the 4th one to fall. Triple kill for the Puck. And Akela doesn't even die there. Shadow Fiend, well, he's lucky that he was not anywhere near that fight.
Yeah, and now Doom's Aghanims that was looking like 2 minutes at least. I mean, like, he would probably gone like 24 minutes. Now he's gonna have it at like 21:50 maybe. Like, he's gonna, not 21, 22:50. Like, something like that. Like, it's gonna be so soon. But this Puck is 5k gold. Like, what? I don't know what he's gonna buy. Like, I think Dagon. I would go Dagon here.
There's gonna be an ice ball over towards mid. They're looking for Zara.
If you had Dagon now, that would be a kill.
Yeah.
Unless
if you had anything now, you'd probably get a kill, but instead he's holding his gold. That's just a mistake at this point. Urn is going to get jumped by Tarzan. He's going to turn around for a net. Scorched Earth heal. Is he going to counterbalance these spears? It looks like it's going to be close. Arcanes, that doesn't help Shaker. Doom is going to live. OP,
I think you know
OP.
how strong this spell is now. That was 7 or 8 stacks of Burning Spears, and he was like 100 HP, and they still healed through it. That was... Yeah, I think this spell is actually strong. Like, I think it's got overbuffed. I think it's a bit too strong.
Huge guard on Puck as the Doom is going to survive this time. He's going to have to get out there soon, though. Ice Blast is going to come in, connect onto 2 heroes, coil onto those same 2. Fissure as well. Zara dropping super low. They're going to decide to heal up, or grade up Turson, rather. This is an Aghanim's Ice Blast. They're both dead right now. How much damage can they do? Pretty much none, because here comes the Doom with the Scorched Earth. They're going to get a nice stun onto Akela. Drop him, but the Puck's going to jump in right with Shivas, and still the Doom's in the middle of everything, not taking that much damage. I'm Nightmare's going to do what he can, Ion Shell as well, but they're not going to be able to escape this one. Beyond Godlike Speed from the Puck. Shiva's guard showing itself, and, well, unfortunately for SVW, they probably can't go for Roche, but I'm sure they're going to be okay with the, 1 for 5 trade they just took.
Yeah, they are looking very strong. I think, like, this Puck can actually solo kill anyone together with AA at this point. Even without Dagon, maybe not Huskar and Shadow Fiend. He can kinda. With Coil, he might be able to if the ultimate is on point. That does so much damage, like together with AA. And Doom can solo kill anyone now. Like if he finds a hero alone, doesn't matter which hero it is, he kills that hero. Like at this point, like when he gets level 16, level 3 Doom is, I think it's like 1.2k damage straight up, pure damage. It's a lot.
And you have an Ice Blast behind you. That's level 2 Aghanim and travels. This is so much more farm than any Ancient Apparition should have right now. He's going to throw another blast, looks like towards mid. They're going to drop a coil, keep him in place. It's time to snap it and book it, but here comes the ice. Zara's going to hit with the fissure. Ice Blast is there as well. That is not lethal just yet, but with one more decay and an Echo Slam, it sure as hell is. He's going to get graved up, so he's not going to die immediately, but he's not going to escape in the end. Akella's going to get dropped by the Spirit Breaker in the meantime. Madden, looking for some decay, is going to land it onto 2, but now he actually needs some backup. Where is everyone? They're getting chased away by Turson right now. So Madden's just going to get ground down by the Ion Shell. He's pretty much without hope. Or is he? I mean, there's another charge available. Madden is going to get charged. Turson's going to take a huge level death to the face. Now Doom is back up. Is going to get onto the Huskar. That is Aghanimed with a simple chase down. He's just going to die to this Doom. And he vacuum from Joy a little bit too late. Here comes the Ice, which will apply the chilling effect to the Darkseer. Level death. I think that may be lethal. Charge into Urn, though. They're going to do what they can versus this Doom, but he's so tanky. Now here comes Puck, silencing both, killing off the Dazzle, and still the Spirit Breaker is going to fall. And also, yeah, Ancient Apparition's affecting the Darkseer. That is also lethal. That is another 1 for 5 trade. Really? 2 for 5 trade.
Yeah. It's looking very rough. This Doom pick, yeah, they got completely outpicked. They weren't expecting this Doom at all. I didn't even realize how strong of a counter is to Huskar. What can they do? Like against when AA got that amount of farm, Darkseer kind of suicided to AA alone like 2 times. Gave AA way too much farm here, and Doom just had the easiest game of his life.
Ancient Apparition definitely the hidden carry there, but at the same time, like even though the Doom did completely wreck FDG, you can't really blame him for that. Like, this is a new patch. This is, I'm sure, like, one of the first times they're facing Doom on the new patch. Like, shit happens. Sometimes you just don't realize the power of a hero in this particular scenario. I'm sure next time they'll be well prepared for it, or at least will draft around it to some extent. But this time, it's way too late. 8-1-14 on the Doom, 11-0-11 on the Puck, and 9-3-10 on the Ancient Apparition. Great scores for the SVW across the board. They'll find themselves with a win. And after 2 losses in the day, they finally get something. Guys, it's the end of a long day. I'm Mikelorus. I'm joined by Kefka. We hope you enjoy the cast. Be sure to stick around because tomorrow we have more games starting at the same time, 15 CEST. Yeah, and follow us on Twitter at Mikelorus for myself, at KefkaDota for my co-caster. It's all on the screen right now. Any final words?
Doom is broken, and I'm liking this patch.
Doom is imbalanced. This patch is great. Sure.
I needed more nerfs, please. Though.
I'm waiting for Ogre Magi to have his heyday. It's coming soon, trust me. Okay, we're done for now, guys. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching.